Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and you probably guessed it, time to start cutting beans. So today is September, let's see here, 18th if I remember right, and yeah, the beans right here around the shop and then right there across the road, those are the earliest beans we got, first fields planted. And they're a 2.7 maturity, so I've got to get my settings all kind of fine-tuned here. Then once I get going, I'll bring you back in. Well, we're off and rolling. I just went around and got opened up over there, had a few humps right down through there where I buried a big old tree trunk back in, back in March if I remember right. And so, other than that though, so far though, not too bad. Surprisingly, for the dry fall we had, the beans aren't seem to be doing pretty decent. Although we still got some greenness in the stems, making the old combine growl a little bit. Okay, well, Dad just hopped into it. My cousin's up, so he hopped in, he's riding shotgun. I put some diverters on back here behind the shoe to help spread the chaff out better. And from what I'm seeing out here, it's doing a pretty good job, so Dad's gonna run the machine. I'll get some outside video, and I also want to see what it looks like out here too, for that diverter I put onto it. So far it's doing a much better job than what it has, spreading that chaff out coming off the shoe. Because I know last year we had trouble, it was just kind of like a great big strip right behind the shoe of the thing, so far it's well worth the money. Okay guys, well, as you saw there on the drone, Dad was running the 72, and then sure enough, part of the plastic track that the orbit reel goes around in, a chunk of that broke and stopped the reel, so that machine's down. Nothing new. First day seemed like you always have something go haywire. Anyway, and so I got new parts coming, and so we got the R52 out, jumped across the road. So he's in the combine, so I figured, well, I'll grab a little video footage of the R52 running. We're going along this end row here beside the ditch, and the beans are good and dry. They've been testing well, the last test we took was 9.4, so they're bone dry. But oh yeah, still got, I can see it over there. Let's go take a look. Dry pod, green stem. Yep, there we are. Oh yeah, there we go. Bone dry pod, dry bean. Look at that. Green stem like rope. That's what makes the old governor pole. Yeah, there you heard it. Yeah, this here's the machine that we got that has that Deutz air-cooled motor in the thing. It definitely has its own sound to it. right, well, he's coming up here on this corner. Just got that end row here along the ditch done. So that's got the field all opened up, so we're good to go. All right, well, he just said the beeper went off for the full hopper indicator, so he's gonna hit up the semi. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna call this the end of the video. Hopefully, once we're able to get going or something like that, maybe I can do another video. We get the 72 back up going and get it fixed again. So, take care. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.